said, let's now dive into the top 5 moments. It's been an incredible week, and there are so many that we could have picked from. But for the Boost Mobile Gold Coast Pro, the top 5, number 5 coming through, it's the dream run of Nolan Rapoza, Jess.
Oh, this guy, I'm going to go Google search the absolute everything out of him. His surfing was standout. His style's so rad, and he just had this next level I think he found for himself that he hadn't found before. And I think there's a lot to come from him. I think he's not middle-class surfing. He's that top echelon of performance.
He put down that 8.17 in the semifinals, and it was just insane to see him put together a finish with a section like that on offer and land through nearly covered up. Feeling so stoked as he prepared for the next match. Taking a look at number 4. It was Molly Picklum lighting it up in the semifinals for a heat total Stace of a 16.23.
You know what? I don't want to say this unkindly, but Molly just seemed to get to 16 points so easily out here. She was just making light work of such tricky conditions. And, Molly has confidence like I've never seen before. And in conditions like this is what you need. And we saw it here. This wave was incredible. And particularly this finishing manoeuvre. That had the spectators on the beach light right up.
So exciting to see her find 2 scores like that up against her good friend and fellow rookie to the CT this year, and Betty Lou, Sakura Johnson. Incredible performances. And then we saw the best of our men's runner-up in Sheldon Simkus, the local knowledge Stace, taking him through with some great performances.
Absolutely, he really hit his stride. He had to surf the first heat of the day, which I think can be very difficult if you're not from here. And look, I think he threw us all a dummy in that first heat. He was just feeling it out, and then from that round of 16 heat onwards, he just was so on point.
Unbelievable to just see that local knowledge play through to take him all the way to some insane maneuvers. Really throwing all that flair and that variety into the conversation was just exceptional. Taking a look at our number 2 moment, it was Kaitlyn Simmers winning the Gold Coast.
Yeah, here she is, the brand new champ for the Goldie, Mrs. Casual, the super grum from California. She's just been the standout. She has style to burn. There were so many times during her performances that you could just mind surf. You could feel the flow she was feeling out there. She's an incredible champion for this event.
We're going to have to see Caity put an edit together after a performance like this. Just some of those great waves running down here at Snapper. Finding a couple of those barrels on offer this week as well. And our number 1 moment, Callum Robson walking away victorious, Stace.
So cool to see. I mentioned it earlier, and Ronnie did as well. Callum gets a lot of support from his hometown, and he is just paying them back in spades. It's so cool to see. He's such a humble young man, really hard worker, and you know what? He deserves all the accolades he can get. And you know what? We were just, like I said earlier, spoilt rotten. What a couple of finals we got here. Callum Robson and Caity Simmers, just well-deserved champions, and we see the support there on the beach for Callum. It's just incredible. Well done, Callum.
The Ring of Fire bringing it home for Callum Robson with a massive victory, the biggest of his career. We're going to see so many more moments like that from him, I'm sure. We've already seen Caity Simmers back up a moment like this herself. It was an exciting week here. I feel like we have a lot to digest and a lot to look forward to heading into the GMW Sydney Surf Pro. Jess, well done in the booth. It's been a pleasure to call so many heats with you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's just been jam-packed. I'm just going to go back and probably rewatch every single wave from day 1 down to here.
Stace, you did the best job reporting from the sand, giving us all the insights. Thanks so much for joining the action.
It's my absolute pleasure. Super grateful to work at home, and can't believe we've got to wait 12 months to do it all again.
We'll have so many more contests, so many more waves on offer to break down the action with. It's going to be so exciting. Be sure to stay tuned now for the highlights. It's been an amazing week. There's so many to tap into. And tune in next week for the GMW Sydney Surf Pro.